Hi friends, Matthew Jeske here. I recently just got punched in the face by a weight I dropped in the weight room. It hit me in the face, but at any rate, I wanted to make a review. I just got this. It's a jet boil. I was in the mountains last summer. We ran into a guy, became good friends, really awesome guy, Rick. He had one of these, and I was just in complete awe. So this is going to more than pay for itself, and I'll explain why. But let me open it. Maybe you've heard of jet boil before. The concept is you get a cool cup, you get a really efficient heating element, and a burner all in one. It's really lightweight. This is the latest one. It's called the Flash Lite. The previous was the Jet Boil Soul, and that one was just a hair lighter than this, a ½ ounce, which is very important when you're backpacking. So it comes in this cool little plastic case. When you open it up, I got this paper here. It just has some stuff. This is what's inside. It talks about some of their other products. You can read this when you buy your own. I'll put a link below the video. So I'm actually going to set these to the side here. This is it. It's got a nice little, you call it like a beer koozie almost around the outside, and a plastic cover over the heating element. So let me see how this pops off. It spins and it comes right off. Now, I don't know if you can see this. I'll try and hold it up to the camera, but there's like a heat exchanger on here around the outside, and that takes the flame from the burner and helps transfer more of your fuel, your heat, into the cup. There's a cup on the, or a lid on the top here, and a little strap. Now, one thing I wish this had was my friends had a little spot here where you could slide a spoon through it, and it would all become one piece. This one doesn't seem to have that. It has this piece here, which I'm not sure what it's for, unless maybe you want to hang it on the outside of your pack. I don't think I'd want to do that. There's the lid. It's like a rubbery lid. It says it has a patent pending on it. Now this base, I want to help you note, it has a measuring cup on it. It's in milliliters, and that's it. It doesn't tell you ounces or any of that on the other side. It's in milliliters. It goes up to 10.8 mil. Oh no, it does tell you ounces on the other side. It goes up to 8 ounces. A little over 200 milliliters. So it is in both units. Here's the burner I was talking about. One thing I like about this new one, the old one didn't have the electric igniter, I don't think. This is a push button igniter, and it will ignite your stove. And here's the valve to open the fuel up. Now, I hate to pull this off. There's a little instruction booklet here. Actually, I bet you, there we go, this handle comes off. So I'm going to take the instruction booklet and set it to the side. You can read that when you get your jet boil. I have a fair idea of how these work. It's pretty simple. I do recommend you read the instructions though. Figure it out for yourself. I'm really excited to be using this. This summer we're going to go back to the Rockies. Here's another set of instructions that was inside. It's pictures of exactly how to use it. But at any rate, this is the base. This goes underneath your burner. The legs fold out, and it sets underneath there. And, oh, I'm sorry. It sets underneath your fuel to give you a base, a steady base, so that your food doesn't tip over when you're cooking it. Now, that's pretty well it. This is the cup. Inside the cup are, again, measurements, and this thing is super light. I feel like I could get a little helium balloon, like one of those you get for your birthday, hook it to this, and it almost float away. So, but at any rate, I'm super excited to get this. In a couple months, we're headed back to Canada, and we're going to be hiking in the backcountry. But I told you this could pay for itself, and it can. So when I'm on the road, I cook my food at the rest stop. I just stop at the grocery store, get a can of soup, get whatever, and we eat at the rest stop. Now, I was able to travel 5,000 miles last summer doing this. Between my friend and I, we split the expenses. I was $400. That was 8 days in the backcountry. That was eating out a few times, a night in a hotel, and 21 days on the road, including fuel, including food. It was unbelievable. And we saw things that were just incredible. And part of it is because we carry a little cook stove, and we stop on the road and we cook our food. It's really easy, and we were never hungry. Everything was great. So we have a lot of these leftover bottles from our backpacking trip. I'm going to put them in my car, and I'm going to put the Jetboil in my car. And I'm on the road a lot. I'm a salesman. So that way I can cook my food on the road. Now, what you're going to see here, this is actually a Cam Ranger, by the way. I'm filming this and using my cell phone to run the camera. What you're going to see here is a can of soup my parents canned for me. I'm going to cook it in the Jetboil. And I'm going to time this. So I'm going to pour it in here. Whoop. I have no idea how long this is going to take. I just put in, I can't see that right now. I'm going to have to grab the light, the video light. I just put in a little shy, probably about 14 ounces of soup. That's 14 ounces of, actually it says goulash on here. It's a soup consistency, but my parents call it goulash. I don't know which piece goes on top here. It's not the measuring cup or the base to cover the bottom. I suppose it's this lid. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to start it right as I start the, actually no, let's leave the video go. So here's the igniter on the side. This is all very sturdy, by the way, because it all fastens together and the cup locks on the burner. I'm going to press the igniter button. Of course, nothing happened because I don't have the fuel on. Let's turn the fuel on. I can hear it going. We have the burner on now. See if I turn this up. I turned it all the way up. We are at 7 minutes and 40 seconds. I bet you I started this at 7:30. So I will likely speed the video up and you can see the time when it's finished. I had to go get myself a spoon, and my God, I gotta turn this thing off. It's been 3 minutes, and this is at a boil. Holy crap. That is more, this is incredibly hot. That's amazing. That's unbelievable. I thought it'd take 5 minutes. It took not even 2 minutes to bring this to a hard boil. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can't eat that. It's way too hot right now. So I probably don't want to touch the bottom of this at this point. I can feel the heat. The cup is quite warm on the outside, but I can touch it. It's not a problem because it has this koozie around the outside. But I've never used one of these. I've just seen other people carry them, and I've been jealous. Wow, that is awesome. Now this lid, I had some fear. I don't know, if you guys have questions about this and how it's worked for me, write a comment below the video and I will get back with you on those comments. Now, I plan on using this on my backpacking trip as well as, on my little day treks and things out here, so feel free to ask me anything. Another thing, I do make a few cents off this, but there's a link below the video where you can buy this off Amazon. And I appreciate it if you use the link, or at least go over and look at some reviews on Amazon too, to see what other people are saying. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate you using that link. Like I said, I make a few cents. But wow, this is my dinner for tonight. So I'm gonna go eat this. I'm gonna stop the video.